So today I'm going to be doing a book review on my absolute, my absolute favorite books in the entire world. These books are, oh my gosh, so amazing. And if you want to hear my thoughts on them, then keep watching. Okay, so these books are called, sorry, excuse me. These books are called A Series of Unfortunate Events by Snicket. That's not actually his name. That's just that's just like his pen name. And oh my gosh, the first time I read these books, I was 10 years old, so 4 years ago. I've read these books, reread these books so many times since then. They are just so amazing. Oh my gosh, like every time I read these, I have the same reaction to everything that happens, and I cry just as hard in every single book I read of these. I cry every single time. Oh my gosh, they're just so sad. Snicket is actually an amazing person. Google him. If you Google him, he's absolutely amazing, and I would absolutely love to meet him, but I probably won't ever. Okay, but these books are so amazing. Basically, well, the story is basically, so there's 3 kids. There's 13 books and in the series, and this is most of them are on my Nook, but I only have like 3 of the actual books. The rest are on my Nook. So yeah. Anyway, so so the ones I have are the 3rd one, the 5th one, and then the 13th one. Oh my gosh, seriously, every time I read these series, I end up crying in every single book. I just absolutely love them. So basically, there's 3 kids. So there's 3 children. Violet, in the beginning book, she's 14. Sunny, in the beginning, she's just an infant. And then Klaus, their brother, he's 9. Yeah, no, 9, 11. Sorry. Oh my Skittles. And so basically, what happened is, in the first book, their parents, they live in a mansion. They're very, very incredibly wealthy. And then there's this thing, it's called Bottle of Their Fortune. Well, basically, in their parents' will, they left the Bottle of Their Fortune to Violet. When she turns 18, she will inherit it. And so excuse me. So basically, when she turns 18, she'll inherit it. And their mansion burns down in the first book, and they go to live with their Count Olaf, sorry, and he is not a nice person. He tries to hurt them so that way he can steal the Bottle of Their Fortune, and they're just like, hey man, that's not cool. And there's a baker named Mr. Poe who's in charge of putting them in legal guardians. And so basically, they've never heard of these other relatives before. They've never heard of these other relatives that they're living with, and so basically, because their parents were very specific on who they wanted them to stay with, who they wanted to take care of them if they passed, when they passed away. And basically, okay, so there's this thing, it's called the VFD. The VFD, I don't want to tell you what it stands for because you find out in the 10th book it says, and anyway, so you find out in the 10th book, what the VFD stands for. Basically, all of the people in this, I'm trying not to spoil it too much because you kind of figure that out throughout the books, and I've read them so much that I could probably act them all out. Anyway, so and so all of the relatives that their parents want them to stay is part of the VFD, and there's good guys, and there's good peoples, and there's bad people in the VFD, and okay, I really want to talk to you more about it, but I don't want to say anything. I got an idea. I should every time I finish one, I'm rereading the 4th one. Every time I finish one, I should do a video about it. I'm gonna do that, and so we can figure it out, so that way we can talk about it together. Read these books, okay? And so oh my gosh, and so basically, so they're living with all those, and Count Olaf, and he has a bunch of other associates. They murder every single one of them. well, every single one of the members that they're staying with, and it's really, really sad, and I cry every single time. And also, in the introduction of, like, they're dedicated to, in the dedication, it's all dedicated to a woman named Beatrice, and Beatrice is their mother. Lemony Snicket and Beatrice, they used to date. Well, in the stories, Lemony Snicket and Beatrice used to date. I don't know if these stories are actually real. Kind of, we should figure that out together. I'm gonna do a video figuring out if these stories are real. You see, I know that I know that they're probably not real and not, like, crazy, but, like, it's just I'm so into them. I wish they were real. You know what I mean? Like, don't you ever read a nonfiction book and ever wish that, and it's, like, so good that you wish it was real, but you know that it's not. Like, I wish it, oh my gosh. But, anyway, so all the dedications are dedicated to a woman named Beatrice, and actually, Beatrice was a real person. So, yeah, and this one just says, for Beatrice, I cherished, you perished, the world's been nightmarish. Isn't that so sad? And, oh my gosh, it's so sad. And these books are so depressing, and they're so good. And Lemony Snicket has an amazing and intelligent mind, and he says, like, some of his thoughts on things. And the dedication in this says, for Beatrice, and the third one, for Beatrice, I would much prefer it if you were alive and well. And then this one, the fifth one, it says, the dedication is, for Beatrice, you will always be in my heart, in my mind, and in your grave. So, yeah, very, very, very sad. Oh, my favorite one, here, I'm going to go get it real quick. My favorite one, well, not my favorite one. I don't know, I don't really have a favorite. I think maybe if I had to pick a favorite one out of these series, it's probably the fifth one. It's a really good one. Well, basically, my favorite Beatrice dedication, it makes me, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's really, really sad. It says, I'll start with to Beatrice. So, to Beatrice, my love flew like a butterfly until death swooped down like a bat. And as the poet Anna Montana McElroy said, that's the end of that. So, yeah, this one I got from my school library, the fourth one. So, yeah, these are absolutely amazing books. I would have to say these actually do get pretty scary. I would say the scariest one is definitely The Miserable Mill. That one's very terrifying. And, yeah, and Count Olaf, he dresses up as, like, different people throughout the books, and, Mr. Poet or Guardian never believes it, but I kind of wonder, maybe their guardian knows, like, who, maybe knows that it's Count Olaf, but maybe they're, like, trying to defeat him, because in the VFD, basically, there's two types of people. It'll make much more sense if you read the 10th one and figure out what the VFD stands for. And there's the bad people and then the good people. And then, and Count Olaf and, like, his associates or whatever on the bad side. And so the good people are obviously trying to, like, make sure the bad people don't do bad stuff. And so I wonder if maybe their guardians know that it's Count Olaf the whole time. I don't know. That's good. So, yeah, these books are absolutely amazing. Lemony Snicket has an amazing and intelligent mind that he says through here. And, yeah, so, I'm definitely, after I read this one, I'm definitely going to, like, talk about each individual one, because I think that'd be really cool. And so I'm probably going to start off with the first one and then go into all of them, so, yeah. But, bottom line, these are amazing. So we could, like, read together, so I think you should read with these. So, these books are so amazing, and they're my favorite books that I've ever read. Yeah, I would say anyone could read these. It's not just for, like, girls or dudes. It's not just for dudettes or dudes. And, because, you know, there are some books like that. And, you know, like, just from, like, me talking about it, it might seem kind of like a kid, like a book that, like, an 11 or 12-year-old would read. But honestly, I would say that these books are pretty much all ages. Like, so, yeah, it's just, these books are so amazing. And that's their, house burning down. The Baudelaire, their last name's Baudelaire. That's their house burning down in the corner. And I just love these books so much. But I did watch the movie of this. Oh my gosh, one of the worst movies in the entire world. It is so terrible. Like, I did not like the movie at all. Like, when I watched the movie, I was just like, these books are freaking amazing, and yet there's that movie. Like, seriously. So yeah, these books will make you cry, and oh my gosh, totally read these. Yeah, so, sorry, I had to look to see how long this was. Anyway, so, that was my review on these books. They're my absolute favorites. So subscribe, come remember to the bakery, give a cupcake a sprinkle, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, kick me, not literally, and excuse me. Comment on this video if you've read these books, what you think of them, or your favorite books that you've ever read, or just a good book that you've been reading lately. Like this video, favorite this video, share this video, because sharing is caring, subscribe, and peace, hair grease, and mwah, I love you so much. Bye!